If don't hand it in, it's over. Yesterday, HR talked about the mental health guidance. The boss only responded with a word: boring. Every time I think about quitting my job, I think about the rent, utilities, and the expectant look in my parents' eyes. Pay off, pay off, pay off.
Did you know? Last month, my niece from the department next door that sent me on her doing to work overtime. HR just said I did a condonation email and that was it.
Everyone, let's not talk nonsense today. Who came up with solution? Who can solve the problem? If you're not capable for the position, don't waste our company resources.
Based on the customer feedback from the last quarter, we optimized the page design and proposed 3 strategies.
Optimization, 3 strategies. Do you know what your competitors have already achieved? You are trying to fool me with these kind of primary school level stuff?
Boss, actually, employees are overworked and stressed. Averaging over 70 hours a week. Can we adjust the goals? The new 2024 Malaysian HR policy emphasizes considering employees' mental health.
Mental health. You come to the company to make money, not to get psychotherapy. If you can't even handle the pressure, how can you still survive in the workplace?
How long can I last? Why do we give our life only to use it as tools? Why is it that even wanting to live with diligently has become a mistake?
The meeting is over. Everyone go back to your workstation. I need to get the new plan before end of the get of work today. If you don't want to do this job, just resign. I won't keep you.
If we continue like this, we will get into trouble later. Mandy is dead. It's gonna be us. We don't attack individuals. We only work for reasonable welfare. Understand? Understand.
So you want to file a complaint against boss management of your excessive work measure?
Yes, according to the mental health at workplace policy 2024, employees has the right to reasonable working hour, mental health support and stress management mechanisms. We are making specific suggestions, not making unreasonable demands.
We just hope that company will set up the psychological support programs, adjust unreasonable overtime indicators, and implement the government mental health screening mechanism.
I understand your emotion, but you have to know that competition in the workplace is true. We are a company, not a charity. Policies are recommendation, not enforcement. The cost of the company is performance, not employee emotion.
So, we are only worthy of being treated as sushi. Don't we even have the most basic human consideration?
If you think you cannot adapt to the company space, the HR department will assist you in completing resignation procedures. You are welcome.
Don't say anymore.
This is not a simple matter of adaptation or stress resistance. We are the ones who are slowly being hollowed out and exploited. They don't care about us as human beings, they only care about the profit grab economics. But if we do nothing, the next person to have a mental breakdown will be ourselves.
If the system won't protect us, then we will reward in ourselves. If we continue like this, we will be the next to get into trouble. Either I get sick or I collapse. We must unite formally, appeal to the higher authorities, and demand the implementation of the new HR policy for 2024 to 2025.
ME.
I agree.
For myself, yourself, for everyone else, do it.
Called me to a meeting, say there was a important matter. My time is so valuable, simple and clear. Solve it in 5 minutes.
Boss, on behalf of several departments, we urge reform on stress, overtime, and mental health. In line with Malaysia 2024 workplace mental health and flexible work policies.
Mental health? What do you want to with these anti-slogans? Ask for pay raise and reduce workload? Is this company charity?
No, we just want to have reasonable working hours and a space to breathe.
Not used to pressure. Get out! There are a lot of young people are queuing up and looking for jobs.
Would you like your company to be new every day? One employee collapsed and was hospitalized, and another company died in their office suddenly. Do you think the public opinion won't tear you apart?
Threaten me, who gives you the courage?
It's not a threat. It's a fact. If you continue to exploit us, we will impose penalties in accordance with Section 22 of Chapter 4 of the Occupational Safety and Health Act 2024.
Boss, here is the record of working overtime for more than 60 hours in the past 6 months. List of employees with abnormal mental health and cases where the flexible work arrangement is not implemented.
By the way, when an investigations begin, the company compliance score will directly affect government subsidies and tax rate in the coming years.
What do you want?
First, a pilot program of flexible working hour will be implemented. Second, set up a mental health support hotline and a monthly psychological counseling day. Third, forced overtime on weekends is prohibited and special project required 2 weeks prior notice in advance. Fourth, establish an employees benefits committee that report directly to the Vice President of Human Resource, supervise the implementation of every regulation. Or else, otherwise we will safeguard our rights according to law. Let the whole society see clearly who is the executioner who squeezes the blood of employees' right.
On the surface, it is a compromise, but HR planning do some performance review, especially for those who support the proposal.
Guys, look. Sarah received a warning letter stating that she had a negative attitude and poor teamwork. This is criminal.
I was also asked to submit my work log. They said they will be evaluating the necessity of my position.
This is the counter attack. They pretend to agree but behind, they are cleaning up. They want to separate us. We can betray. It's not just us anymore. It's an entire industry, an entire generation. Work is not about saving your life. It is not luxury. This better can lose.
Okay, we are not afraid anymore. Next, we need to collect more evidence, attract more collectibles to respond.
Moreover, let's directly contact the mainstream of social media such as Sinar Harian, Malaysia Kini, The Star. Let's the whole Malaysia see this company.
We should also consult a professional lawyer. Apply for a union assistant.
This time, either battery or change is lifeless, work with great vigor.
Guys, you see, the government take an action. This is our weapon.
Most succeed definitely strict back leader things up from national review. Either completely discredit us let us go on our goal.
I feel overcome and betrayed myself. I mostly appreciate them, but I didn't learn to anyone. I'm afraid of being accused by not working hard.
It is not just on our pain, it's the whole system that works. Now we have a chance to cure this or apart for the public rescue. Choice data about overtime evidence. Lily sent an anonymous interview to media. May investigate policy violation. I will contact NGO to support. I will report the case to the KSM department.
What if I get fired? What if our family stole us? What if I can't find my next job?
Freedom comes at a cost. We are already able to the limits. But if our fight and others suffering and fair, it will be worth it.
I
I know what you are doing. I have read your evidence and emails. Do you think this will mean anything? If you reveal this, what will you get in return? Unemployed, bankruptcy, and even family breakdown?
I'm afraid, boss. Your company practice are totally inhumane and even less in line with your social responsibility. We all have the right to work in a healthy, dignified, and fair environment, not to become a victim of your endless pursuit of profit.
You young people are all idealists. Do you understand the operation of the company? Do you understand the market? Do you understand in that real business world? Survival is the most important thing.
The business world you talk about is built on the basis of destroying employees. You never consider the pain and stress of us employees. Do you think we deserve to ensure all these tortures just for small portions of salary?
Boss, I almost died from work. Tell me, are you from for Google? Why must we sacrifice our life and hurt for your profit?
What do you want? Compensation? More vacation time? How can you people be so greedy? If you are really want to change, leave. This company is not a place for this week.
We are not living, boss. We stay and uncover it all. You can catch us, but you can't catch the track of this terror. But employ employees praise their abilities and beliefs, but forget about the change in society. Do you dare to be on this government? Do you dare to be on the government getting involved? We will take up legal principles and let the work see the ugliness behind you.
Okay, since you insist, come on, let me see how you can defeat the entire company and this huge capital mission. Even if you win the lawsuit, and what can you do? Can you change this?
We don't need to change the whole world, but we can change ourselves. If you think we're going back down, you're wrong.
In recent years, more and more companies have problems with working environment and employee treatment. A recent complaint by an employer of a large company has aroused widespread public concern about the mental health and welfare benefit of employers.
What on earth did you do? Now the whole industry knows about it, and we are now laughing stock outside. You have completely ruined the company's reputation. Do you know how much this media outlets will cost people?
We didn't destroy anything worse. It was your action that forced us to come forward. If this company deserves change, collective we need regret.
We can't just sit back and watch this incident. We have to surprise it and find a way to divert the media attention.
The boss now suppressed all this great publication, but she forgot that society is changing. Media opinion is no longer something when she can control.
We did the right thing. At least we're on the right side.
We will investigate the company management of employer treatment and mental health, especially complaint about overtime and working environment.
We did it. It's not enough, but at least we have made our voice heard.
Transport Minister said on Wednesday. The surge will cover a 15,000.
These stupid employees are there to push me to this point. You guys dare to challenge me in front of me. You are really tired of living.
We will not stop, no matter how big the threat from our boss. We will continue. We need to give society more work, and we cannot let this struggle stop here.
This is just the beginning. We want to let the company know that not just us, but all companies who are concerned about this issue.
Block all the negative comments on social media platforms. Find these employees who have spoken out and see if there are any way to attack them. I will never let these people destroy my company.
Boss, public opinion has spread versus the wide extent that we may not be able to control it, especially since the government has intervened. The current situation is more serious than we expected.
I can't control it. Can strike them down and put some pressure on them. We will see whether they can stand firm or admit their mistakes.
This trick only makes us more determined, don't they? If we back down, all the employees who are fighting for our rights will be implicated. We can give up. We have come too far.
Every step we take, we will encounter more resistance. But if this is our mission, this is not only for ourselves, but it also all the employees who feel this practice and live under operations.
Hi, I'm the reporter Ara here. According to the analysis of multiple psychologists, the long overtime culture not only affects the physical and mental health of employers, but may also cause more serious psychological problems. Some companies are suppressing the voice of employees through legal means, but these people are fighting not only for personal interests, but for the overall welfare of society.
We must ensure that all employees can work in a healthy working environment and are not just seen as a tool for profit. In recent years, more and more companies have failed to fulfill their basic responsibility to their employees. We will take stricter measures to ensure that employees' rights and interests are protected.
Girls, we sit here to represent all the oppressed and ignored voices. I know your pressure, and everyone knows it. We are not only for ourselves, but also in everyone in the next generations of the workplace. We must unite and let the company know that if we don't respect the rights of employees, we will stand up and fight for the end.
We support you.
We will not be intimidated.
Do they think they can influence me? These employees are so naive. Alright, raise more funds for me and continue the external pressure. We must use legal means to suppress these destabilizing factors as much as possible.
If we do not act carefully, the company public relation image will be further damaged. We can take legal action, but we also have to consider the government involvement.
We need more professional legal support. We need to let those bosses know that simple threats and allegations will not make us back down. We are not fighting alone. Society has given us strength.
If we don't stand up now, more employees will face some pressure in the future. We must move forward briefly, not for ourselves, but for more people.
We received a multiple employer complaint, particularly regarding the overtime culture and serious issue with mental health in the workplace. We will be conducting a formal investigation into the company to ensure it complies with the latest Malaysia Employer Welfare and Work Environment Policy 2024 until 2025.
Hi, I'm reporter Ara here. With the intervention of the government, public opinion has begun to change. More and more companies have begun to realize that employee benefits are not only a moral responsibility, but may also be related to the long-term development of the company. However, this struggle has just begun, and the power struggle and the political struggle hidden behind it are quietly unfolding.
Boss, we stand for our worker futures. Decide if you value employees, mental health, flexible policies, and better conditions. Otherwise, we won't be ignored.
I know that things have come to this point, and previously I may have focused too much on short-term performance and ignored everyone's feelings. And today, everyone standing here is our future. And I have heard your demands. I also admit to our management style and needs to be adjusted. It's no longer a simple pursuit of profit, but a more human and sustainable development strategy. Starting today, the company will review every reform measure and employ mental health and flexible working hours, and workplace benefits will become our priorities, and promise that will gradually implement each and requirement to improve your working environment and reduce your stress and enable every employee to find a sense to belonging and accomplished here.
Really, our work has paid off. This is what we have been working for.
Yes, we didn't make up. Maybe this is just the first step, but at least we have started to change.
Today we stand here and look back on the ups and downs of the past because of the dedication and hard work of every employee. You are our company's most valuable asset, and it's your courage and perseverance that have helped the company to get out of trouble and move toward a bright future.